I think that we can all agree that in order to be a success at anything in life, it takes hard work. It takes discipline. It takes pushing yourself. It takes putting in more work and action taking than your average individual. I think we can also agree that many of the world's greats weren't born excellent at anything. Let's take athletes, for example. Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Michael Phelps, just to name a few, but these are arguably some of the best world-class athletes of our times. And you gotta admit, these guys weren't born shooting flawless three-pointers. They weren't born breaking world records at the Olympics. These guys put in the work, okay? They put in the necessary practice before practice. And what I mean is the rest of the time, the rest of the team shows up around 9 a.m. These guys are up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. working, putting in the work, exploiting their deficiencies and making them proficient, okay? I can't dribble, let me work on my dribbling. I can't shoot free throws, let me shoot until I can't shoot anymore. These guys put in the work that many of the world is not willing to do. So you can't sit there and tell me that these guys were born great. But I can tell you that these guys were self-made, just like you and just like me. Now, there's one of my favorite quotes, and it's not really my favorite more than it is just a well-known quote that I'm sure you've heard. The quote says that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Now, I agree with that quote for the most part, but I want to offer you a different perspective. I want to offer you something new to kind of contemplate. I've always thought to myself that our deepest fear, it doesn't come from thinking that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear comes from knowing who and what it is we have to become in order to achieve a high level of greatness in life. It's not being the world's best basketball player that scares us. It's not being the world's next Bill Gates or Steve Jobs that scares us. It's the struggle. It is the sacrifice. It's the working continuously 24/7 with sleepless nights. That's what scares us. It's waking up at 3 or 4 or 5 a.m. and pushing ourselves that early in the morning that scares us. That is what people are so afraid of. And if people could blow past that fear, we would have a lot more successful people in life. But unfortunately, we're conditioned to be average. We've conditioned ourselves to want to be comfortable. We want a nice roof over our heads. We want a soft pillow to sleep on at night. And it's because of that that many of us will never cross a certain threshold in life. We've got to condition ourselves to dwell in pain, to dwell in the things that fear us, that are fearful to us. We have to condition ourselves to look fear in the eye and say, you do not scare me, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to move past you. If you have anything in life that you're trying to accomplish, big, small, whatever, get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Get comfortable with pain. You can't go your entire life being afraid of the consequences, afraid of what you might lose on your journey. You're chasing stability all your life in an unstable environment. Unstable, whatever it is. You're chasing stability in this world where we've got no stability to begin with. We're a floating orb in the middle of a galaxy that could implode at any time. So what are you so concerned with? What are you so concerned about? We're all going to end up dead at the end of the day, so why does it matter what you might lose? This is a temporary space that we are in. So you've got nothing to really lose.